Pool is closed due to ghosts. Hello, welcome back to Peace Storm. I am Pluvius Lilon, and today we're playing Corpse Party. And when we last left off, we found a pool. Ayumi drowned herself. So now, this time we shall save her. Oh wait, shit. I don't think I saved after opening the pool. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick so I can get to that point again. Okay, so I'd already opened the thing, I just didn't actually get to the pool yet. The secret passageway, as it were. Okay. Pump room. Yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens if I drain the pool before I've gotten Ayumi out of there. Don't worry, Ayumi, I'll save you. The key was so rusted and brittle that it instantly snapped as soon as it was turned. Fortunately, it had already done its job. Okay, where's the pump? A crude label written on a piece of tape attached to the device reads water pump. Right below it there's a slot for some sort of lever or handle. The valve wheel is labeled drainage. Turn it. What was that? Did something get stuck in the drain? Oh shit. We just straight killed Ayumi. No. Shinozaki. That's Shinozaki. Why? Why did this have to happen? God, no. No! Shinozaki, no! Calm down, bro. It's just a dead body. You've already seen, like, 20 of those. Okay, well, that's another wrong end in the bag, like 3 minutes into the episode. I just noticed that bloody handprint is missing a finger. Wonder what the story behind that is. But okay, cool. Now we've only got 2 more wrong ends to discover. So, it looks like we've only really missed one. So, that should be easy enough to backtrack for. Right, okay. Yeah, we already opened the secret passage. Skip all that. Okay, and then I'm gonna look very closely when I see the ripples in the pool. Examine the gate, go for the key. She's had enough. Alright, where's it at? Okay, it's between those 2 planks. Okay, now let's go in the pool. Okay, so it's somewhere between these 2. It's her! Don't worry, Shinozaki. I'm pulling you up. Come on. Breathe already, damn it. God, don't worry me like that. You back with me now? So tell me, why the hell did you jump into the pool? You called me out there, didn't you? What? I heard your voice, so I ran outside. And after that, I don't remember much else. The next thing I knew, my vision was all this sickening green color, and my mouth was full of water. God damn it. Was this the work of those ghosts again? Can't believe they can trick us so easily. There's gotta be something in that pool. Wonder if the showers still work. I didn't skip that dialogue, she did. Nothing. I can't get rid of this horrible taste, and I smell absolutely putrid. I hate this. How does she think I feel? Shinozaki, how about we go out into the rain and wash ourselves off a little? Though I don't know how much help rainwater will be for getting that taste out of your mouth. Okay. Alright then, let's go. After this, I guess we'll need to figure out how to dry our clothes. I don't get people who, like, when it rains, they go like, oh, now I don't need to take a shower. It's like, you take cold showers with no soap? Feeling better? Yeah, surprisingly I was able to rinse out my mouth pretty thoroughly. Were you? That's good. So, Shinozaki, while I was out here, I came across a room in the back that I'd kind of like to check out. I'll go with you. That's probably for the best. Alright, let's do it. Okay, down the stairs. Unlock it. Drain that pool. It's the body of a female student, rotting and decayed. It's the corpse of a very tiny individual. Being pickled in this filthy brine for so long seems to have bloated its skin into a patchwork of pustules. What skin? I removed the wheel from the water pump and threw it into the pool. Hopefully that'll keep anyone from finding the little treasure I left in the spigot. That bitch killed my friends. She can spend eternity without a tongue for all I care. Based on size, this appears to be the body of a high schooler. Long-term exposure to the dirty, contaminated water has left it quite a mess. It's the body of a female student, rotting and decayed. Oh, the spigot. It's essentially an oversized faucet or pump, obviously used for filling the pool. Its entire surface is covered in moss that seems to have absorbed some of the water, puffing it up with a thick, blackish-green coat of ultra-shiny slime. Okay, what's this about a spigot? The dim lights around you are reflecting off something deep inside the drainage grate. Try to fish it out. What is this thing? Some kind of handle? Okay. Attach the rusted valve wheel. Ugh. Ugh. That's as far as it's gonna go, I think. It's too rusted to turn anymore. It's a small hemp bag stained with copious amounts of blood. It seems to have fallen from the spigot. An elementary schooler's student ID name tag is attached to it. Heavenly Host Elementary School, Class 1-6, Tokiko Tsuji. The bag appears to contain a severed human tongue. Ugh. It's a girl's name. Okay, so I guess we gotta give it to that girl who kept chasing us on the second floor. But we'll save before we try to do that. Ha ha. Which one do we give it to? I'm gonna try this one first. Come on. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. My eye. How am I supposed to know whose tongue we've got? Please be the right one. Tokiko Tsuji. This is yours, isn't it? I'm giving it back. Did we pick the wrong girl? The deep black socket where the girl's spirit's left eye once sat, transfixes Ayumi's gaze. It begins slowly expanding in size. I can't move my body. The girl's socket continues to grow, slowly and methodically enveloping Ayumi until only blackness remains. The world vanishes into nothingness as the empty cavity becomes an all-encompassing void, blotting out the whole of existence. Suddenly in the distance, a tiny white face breaks through the darkness, shining with its own unnatural light. Wait, is this... Yeah, I think we've seen this wrong end before. When we approached the boy ghost without a tongue bag at all. Okay, so duly noted. We got to give that one to the headless ghost. Okay, right. And we did save before we tried that, so. It really is only a matter of giving it to the right ghost this time. She's got no head above her chin. The little girl's spirit is staggering toward Ayumi, blood gushing up from her gaping cross-section of a head as she walks. What happened?
The other ghost is headed this way. We have to run.
Okay, back to the save point, I guess. Well, I guess we gotta find one more tongue bag then. Yeah, I'm lost, honestly. The fallen cabinet is blocking your path. It seems extraordinarily heavy, and there's glass everywhere. Climbing over it would probably be a bad idea. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Oh. Oh shit, was that Sachiko? Here we go again. Where the hell's it gonna take us this time?
Where your friend was splattered.
Shit.
The floorboards beneath that wall. Right under her globby entrails. Where the floor dips and blood pools. Drip, drop, drip, drop. Smelly, smelly, icky, icky. Get in there and dig it out.
You getting a good laugh out of this, you sick son of a bitch? God, if that's where it is. I'm not sure we can ever bring ourselves to get it. Someone there? Morishige, you're alive. Ah, Kishinuma. And the class rep, too. I'm very glad to see you both safe and sound. What happened? It's a long story. So where have you been? I was in the second wing until a short while ago, but suddenly lost consciousness. When I woke up here, felt as if the air had somehow changed. Oh yes, and I did briefly cross paths with Mochida and his sister. You did? So they're okay too? They are, though when I next ran into Mochida's sister, it seemed she and her brother had parted ways.
Morishige? What is that in your hand?
Morishige appears to be grasping a blood-soaked pouch in his hands. Oh, this? I found it under the floorboards in the hallway. Just up these stairs. Is it some kind of charm? Do you want it? Please, take it. I'm merely searching for a certain someone, so I've no need for charms at the present time. Received another tongue bag from Morishige. As with the others, there's a student ID name tag attached to the front. Heavenly Host Elementary School, Class 5-2, Yuki Kano. Well, I should be going now. Something wrong, class rep? You look like you've seen a ghost. Yes, one more thing. Mochida said we should all try to meet in classroom 1A. Okay. I'm guessing... It wasn't from, you know, Suzumoto's spot. Maybe it shifted over a few feet and he got it from there. I mean, if he didn't, then...
That really freaked me out. Did you see his hands? They were covered in blood.
Alright, well, let's go slip some tongue.
This girl's missing an eye. All we got is a tongue. Is that gonna be enough? What do we do?
I mean, she sounds like she's missing her tongue, so... The girl lowers her head and begins rocking slowly back and forth.
Yuki Kano? This is for you. It is yours, isn't it?
Offered the spirit Yuki's tongue.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
We did it. We did it, Shinozaki. All three of them. All that's left is the girl in the red...
No, no more. Every time I talk to these ghosts, I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to death myself. Do you have any idea what that's like? I keep picturing how I'll look when I'm dead, and I'm not even trying. It just pops into my head all on its own, and it's such a horrible image. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Back to my mom and my sister. And Mochida.
Alright. Next one is mine then, okay? So just try and pull yourself together. God damn it, not again. This one's big, too. Was I knocked out? Where am I? Is this our classroom? For real? Hey, wake up! She's breathing, at least. Shinozaki, come on, wake up already!
Huh? What?
Take a look around you. I can hardly believe it myself, but here we are.
No way. We're back? For real? Is this really our school?
It's really real. Check it out. Here's my desk.
Mine too. It's right here. I can't believe it.
So it's true.
Yeah, we made it. We're home.
Fuck yeah! Suck on that, world!
I never thought I'd live to see home again.
Guess there's no Satoshi or Miss Yui or anyone else, huh? Venturing out in search of the others, you find that even the janitor has likely gone home. The lights are out and the halls are pitch black. Only the red glow of the light next to the fire extinguisher offers any respite from the quaint, quiet darkness of the school hallway. Standing around the darkened corridors of our school building at 8 o'clock in the evening just feels so surreal. As the thunder and rain grow in intensity, the windows begin to condensate with moisture, turning white in contrast to the corridor's sea of black. Is this reality? Was everything up until now just a dream? Where am I right now? And what am I doing? What? Shinozaki, what's wrong? Oh shit. What the hell is this? Yeah, it's that black mist Ayumi was talking about.
It's not over, is it? Why isn't it over? Why?
Damn it. It's you.
Go back. Don't come any closer. It was a rainy evening after school, just like this one. On the day I was kidnapped. I remember I had a fight with my mom that morning. Why is she telling us this?
I have no idea.
I didn't want to see her face. So after school, I decided that instead of going home, I'd park myself on the outdoor walkway for a little and watch the rain. That's when Mr. Yoshikazu showed up. He sat down next to me. I told him all about my fight with Mom, and he listened really closely and just kept saying, uh-huh, uh-huh. He was sick and couldn't speak much, but he was a very kind man. I really liked him. But then... You, too. I'm so sorry. She's so tiny. She must be 5th grader. Yuki Kano, right? Thank you for what you did back there. For making the effort to help those of us who were killed in that school.
Didn't we succeed, though? Why are you still here?
You didn't. But we returned your tongues. We gave you back the ability to tell your story. And we even got your murderer to repent for what he did. Is it just that you can't forgive him no matter what? Appeasing us isn't about forgiveness. It doesn't matter if we forgive or not. Repentance is between a criminal and the victim. It's the sole act capable of moving us. And we exist as fragments of the sacred ground upon which Heavenly Host is sealed. I believe that moving us is your best course of action. But it's not enough. His repentance just wasn't enough. So you're saying his words, the words spoken by the doll, weren't good enough to appease you? That's not...
So, what then? Why do you feel the need to trap one innocent stranger after another in this godforsaken place? You child spirits are the ones who summoned us there, aren't you?
That's not true.
The hell do you mean by that?
We're just the cogs that hold the closed spaces together.
But you killed Suzumoto, didn't you?
Wait. Let's hear her out. I'm just glad I was able to get even the two of you back to safety.
Why the hell are you suddenly so concerned about us?
I heard about a situation like this from my sister once. A lost soul whose life ended violently and abruptly, leaving her with a mountain of worries and regrets. It's kind of like stopping short at the edge of madness, with all sorts of thoughts and feelings swirling around in your head. Your kindly nature and your sudden hatred and panic begin to spin around and around, and just start acting without any sort of control.
Your sister some kind of spirit medium or something?
Yeah, something like that.
So what you're saying is, this little girl and the creepy little girl we met before are two sides of the same coin?
I feel for you. I really do, so please, bring the rest of them back. Mochida, Miss Shishido, and everyone else too. Bring them all back home. Come on, you can do it, right?
I don't think that's possible anymore.
Why not?
Those closed spaces have eaten a lot of innocent souls. Far too many, in fact. The grudges of those who died have filled every last corner of them. There's no room left. And because of the agony and pain has nowhere else to go, it's begun feeding on the minds of souls like us who are bound here. It won't be long before I turn back into a vengeful spirit who attacks people like you without mercy.
So, we're going to lose you as an ally then? So why don't you just hurry up and bring them home right now? Isn't there any way for us to save Mochida and the others?
There may be one way. What is it?
I think you already know. You have to return to the closed spaces. Find all 4 of us Heavenly Host serial kidnapping and murder victims, and put us all to rest. Then the closed spaces won't have their cogs anymore, so they should begin to fade from existence. You just might set your friends back.
You expect us to go back? And this time, instead of having just one person left to appease, we have to go back to the drawing board and appease all 4 of you?
Why couldn't you tell us the reason for a previous... Why couldn't you tell us the reason for a previous...
Okay, let me try that again.
Why couldn't you tell us the reason our previous efforts weren't good enough? What is there to hide?
It's just something I don't want to remember, but if you really want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything that happened. Yuki's spirit gently took hold of Ayumi's hand, and in an instant, their two beings seemed to merge together into a single mind.
What's going... It hurts. It hurts. Huh? What happened to me? Didn't I pass out? So why am I fully aware right now? I can't see a thing, and I can't move. It's like that feeling you get when you're really tired. Sleep paralysis, I think. Where? Why can't I move?
Sachiko Shinozaki, the little girl in the red dress, and the only survivor of the horrific murders that occurred in Heavenly Host Elementary School. Following the incident, Sachiko's family fled from the area, moving to another prefecture to escape the frightful memories that remained here. Strangely, however, I've been unable to locate any other records of the Shinozaki family. No matter where I look, the only information I can find about them comes from newspaper reports on the Heavenly Host murders. Granted, when an elementary school becomes the stage of a grisly incident such as this, perpetrated by none other than the principal's own son, it stands to reason that the scandal would serve as the primary focus for public interest, with all other details fading into the blackboard. Or the background, even. So, of course, after learning that Sachiko was safe, further news of her whereabouts was largely ignored in favor of the media circus surrounding the school. But there's more to it than that. People weren't just uninterested in learning of Sachiko's history or whereabouts. There was simply no data to be had.
I can't move my body because of sleep paralysis, I guess. But I can clearly see the room I'm in now. There's one boy and 2 girls in here, aside from myself. I recognize them. They're the children who were killed in they're the children who were killed in Heavenly Host during that incident, but they're still alive. Unfortunately, they're all bound hand and foot and just sprawled out on the floor, and so am I. That's the real reason I can't move. Somebody please save me. No, stop.
I
can't see. Now I'm blindfolded. I can't see a thing that's happening to me. And since my hands and feet are tied up, I can't remove the blindfold either. That just makes everything so much worse. I guess because I can't see, I begin to listen more intently. The helpless cries of the other children echo off the walls of the cramped room. I'm so scared, it feels like my head's going to explode. What are you doing to me? Why am I blindfolded? Untie me. Cut the ropes. I want to be able to use my hands and feet. Please? Please? I kept begging and pleading, but all I heard in response was the man walking away from me.
In order. Okay.
In order? I've never heard screaming like this before. It's pure primal terror, cutting through the air like a perfect sine wave. It's the boy at the end. It feels like he's been screaming for an eternity. I think he's being killed right now. My God, what the hell is he doing to him? No one deserves this. Why isn't God allowing him to fall unconscious so he doesn't have to suffer? It's been at least half an hour now. Those inhuman screams of a young boy being ripped apart from the inside have finally come to a halt. Without even a single moment of silence, The first of the girls in line is next to scream for her life, and the symphony goes on. God, I can't take any more of this. I'm losing my mind. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it! Is it still going on? Come on, just die already. Die already? God, what is wrong with me? You know what? I don't care. Just get it over with and leave me in peace. Finally, after hearing a sound like a heavy object being dropped, the noises stopped and the room grew quiet again. Those footsteps are getting closer. All my hair's standing on end at this point. Everything below my stomach feels like it's frozen, like I've suddenly been stricken with severe diarrhea. In order? God, why am I relieved by the silence? Which means it's my turn now. Someone's got me by the hair. They're pulling my head up and taking off my blindfold, which means I get to see the face of my killer.
The 4 missing children were found in a basement room at Heavenly Host Elementary School, unused and officially sealed since the building's construction. When the authorities entered, they were greeted with an inhumanly horrific sight. Based upon the evidence at hand, the murder weapon was determined to be a pair of large sewing scissors found in the hands of the accused. Investigators suspected some hesitation on the man's part, however, as the deceased victim's wounds did not indicate his full strength had been used. Nonetheless, he'd clearly acted with extreme malicious intent. The official cause of death for the 3 murdered children has been listed as loss of blood following removal of the tongue. But the actual state of affairs was not quite so clinical, nor even pleasant, if you can believe it. The following details have been extrapolated from the information previously unreleased to the public, or at least previously unreported by news outlets. These details of the crime are based on the official police testimony of Sachiko Shinozaki herself. Evidently, the victims were bound, blindfolded, and spaced out on the floor, then killed one by one. One was repeatedly stabbed in the abdomen with the aforementioned pair of scissors, then had many of his internal organs forcefully dug out. His discarded innards were found partially buried beneath the earthen floor of the basement room. Another was stabbed in the head dozens upon dozens of times, to such an extent that all flesh and bone above her jawline had essentially minced away.
With my blindfold removed, the sight that appeared before me was more horrific than anything I could have possibly imagined. The person staring back at me, brandishing a blood-soaked pair of sewing scissors, wasn't the large man from earlier at all. It was one of the children. It was a little girl, her face dyed red with the blood of her victims. She was staring intently at me with soulless gray eyes, and then she just started giggling. She was opening and closing the bloodied scissors over and over again, and the sound kept echoing throughout the room. Then she took those dull, rusty, thoroughly blood-soaked blades and slowly brought them closer and closer to my left eye. How? Why? Why is it you? The third victim was stabbed in the left eye an indeterminate number of times, until her eyeball became soup-like in consistency. She was eventually just left like that, slowly bleeding to death in horrible agony.
Strangely, it was only after these mutilations had already been inflicted that the killer went back and severed the victims' tongues. Learning the truth about these proceedings is shocking even to me, and makes it nearly impossible to accept a murderer as anything but a monster. And bearing witness to every moment of this was a 7-year-old girl named Sachiko. In many ways, she's the most pitiable and long-suffering of them all. But it was through her tearful, frightened testimony that Yoshikazu Yanagihori was officially charged. Now, going back to the hunt for information on this unfortunate girl's whereabouts, it was her words that ultimately led to Yoshikazu's sentencing. Therefore, it comes as no real surprise that sensitive information pertaining to her and her family would be withheld. That's to be expected. What's not expected, however, is that there's not even the slightest trace of this information left to find. It's as if it simply never existed. Therefore, I cannot help but consider alternate possible explanations. Now remind you, this is mere conjecture. But one question keeps nagging at the back of my mind. Was Yoshikazu Yanagihori really the murderer of the 3 victims? Is it possible this crime was not actually perpetrated by him at all? Think about it. In his final days, Yoshikazu was incapable of communicating with others through speech. And despite his childlike reversion, he had always been a personable and friendly man. As the saying goes, he wouldn't have hurt a fly. All his relatives, friends, and neighbors confirmed as much, shocked to hear that such a kindly man would commit these unconscionable atrocities. He certainly had no motive for the crime either. There was nothing for him to gain from it. Then again, he may simply have lost his mind. Look at his father. It was around this same time that Principal Takamina Yanagihori suddenly began speaking in tongues and acting in a most peculiar way. Not to mention scribbling incomprehensible gibberish all over his walls, as if possessed. He seemed frightened of someone, and would often be found crouching in the corner of his office, moaning and thrashing when visitors came by. If he could wind up in such a beleaguered state with no warning, then perhaps so too could his son. I believe we're looking at a curse far more powerful than anything man could devise. From the time it opened its doors to the day it closed them forever. Heavenly Host Elementary School's sealed basement room has existed as some form of cursed ground. And to find the underlying cause, we must go back beyond the infamous kidnapping and murder incident. Back a whole 20 years. I believe I may have found a clue that could shed some light on the situation. It may be a bit far-fetched as leads go, but it is a lead nonetheless. Regrettably, since Heavenly Host was not only closed down but demolished altogether, and another school built in its place, it's no longer possible to investigate the basement room directly. But my protege has found what may be the next best thing. Something that could make the impossible possible once more. Preparations are being made to pursue this lead even now. Be sure not to miss this next installment. It may be a scoop of a lifetime. Okay, so there we go. We have discovered the true end of Chapter 4. So now I'm going to go back and get that wrong end that I missed. I hope you can hear me over this loud-ass music. Man, this tune's rockin'. Vitamin Chi. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we are missing 2. Okay, we're missing 2 wrong ends, apparently. You know, we've been recording for less than an hour. Yeah, let's find him. So the first step to this wrong end is to fail to save Naomi. Okay. The game's pretty much trying to force us to save her, though. Alright. Let's get out of here. Isn't there anything I can use? Naomi. I'll save... No. I didn't make it. No. No, it can't be. A good friend who'd been smiling and laughing with me in a classroom only a few hours earlier was now dead, dangling limply from the ceiling in a dismal, dingy bathroom stall. The mere fact that this had actually occurred was more frightening to me than any ghost. When I finally came back to my senses, I found myself running, as if my life depended on it. I think I just wanted to get out of there, to get away from her body. I really think I just wanted to pretend like it never happened. It's all a dream. It can't be real. But my compromised mental state couldn't hold me back for long. I knew I had to face her again. Naomi. I'm so sorry. I couldn't save you. It's my fault. What do I do now? Shinohara, not you too. Damn it. Why? Why would you do this? Why do we have to die here? Give them back, you piece of shit, school. God damn it all. It's the body of Naomi Nakashima. Her eyes are open, but empty. There's no trace of life left to be seen. Why is this happening? Ah! It's the body of Seiko Shinohara. Her usual bright, cheery expression is nowhere to be seen, and the realization suddenly hits that it never will be seen again. Damn it, I completely forgot. I left her all by herself. She went outside to pee in the woods by the outdoor walkway. Wait for me, Yuka. I'm coming. I've had enough loss for one day. If I were to lose you too... Okay, so next we gotta... Okay, not pick up Seiko or Naomi's cell phones, but go directly to the infirmary. I'll save for now. Yeah, I guess I have to get to where, the point where, Seiko's cell phone falls. The walkway is just at the bottom of these stairs to the right. And so I sat there, lamenting the many lost... okay. I just kept on sitting, stewing in my misery. I couldn't even say how much time had passed. But the silence was broken by a sudden rumbling. The entire building began to shake violently. I won't get anywhere by wallowing in self-pity here. Yuka, I swear I'll protect you. Please, wait for me. I'm going to find a way back into that other building if it kills me. Okay, I think Seiko's phone was over here. But I have to not pick it up. Nope. Just head straight to the infirmary. It's okay. Calm down. I'm a friend. Are you all right?
Please, help me. Help me, please.
Her front tooth is missing, and it doesn't look like an accident. My name is Mochida. I'm an 11th grade student at a school called Kisaragi Academy. And you are...
My name is Toko Kirisaki. I'm an 11th grader at Byakudan High.
Okay, may I ask how you got here?
There was this charm from the internet, and we tried it, and all of us were brought here.
A charm? Same as us, then.
They all said we'd try to get out of here together, but then one of them, Yuya, he went out of his mind, and he pushed one of my friends down the stairs. He killed him. And then, with a smile on his face, he started playing with the body. I ran as quickly as I could.
That's horrible.
Everyone's going to go crazy in here. I can't trust anyone. Go. Get away from me.
Okay, I'll go. Just, please, try to stay calm. Okay, classroom 5A. Where's that? Here it is. Classroom 5A. With the light jumping back and forth like that, I'll never be able to get the object by myself. Someone else will have to lend me a hand. I think I know what's going to happen. Have you come to kill me too? No? No, of course not. Get a hold of yourself. We just talked, remember? I ain't done with my homework yet. So you think I'm just gonna sit back and let you kill me? She's got a pair of scissors. I'm so sorry. Stop bleeding. It hurts. I think you struck an artery. I'm so cold. I think I'm dying. So cold. Cold. Yuka, I'm sorry. You're on your own now. I'll come for you. You... Okay. I believe there's a extra end here. Shit. Okay, extra chapter 4, Tooth, is now available for play. Okay, so we gotta start over again to get the last of the wrong ends. So let's yeah, we'll see you there again. All right, so here's what happens if you talk to Toko after you do collect Naomi and Seiko's phones. Wait. Oh. But I'm okay? How is that possible? When Satoshi found Seiko's cell phone, he went to put it in his pants pocket, but Naomi's was already there, and there wasn't room for them. There wasn't enough room for both. So he put it in his breast pocket instead. He got Roosevelted. And that just so happened to be the exact spot where Toko's scissors struck him. Seiko's cell phone had absorbed the brunt of the impact. Shinohara, you... are you okay? What the hell is wrong with you? Where'd you get these scissors anyway? Satoshi threw the pair of scissors into the corner of the room. It's no use. She's too far gone for conversation. I wish Miss Yui were here. Mochida, are you alright? Miss Yui, I can't believe it. I was just thinking about you. And you, Mochida. You were in trouble just now, weren't you? I feel so bad for Nakashima and Shinohara. But I'm just so grateful to see that at the very least, you're still safe and sound. Miss Yui, you've done very well. Now come. We'll look for Yuka and the others, together. Miss Yui, I'm so tired. Alright, I can use this door like a bridge. I don't know how, but I made it out in one piece. Sure hope nobody was down there. Ow! This really hurts. Right arm is broken. Completely dislocated. Feels like it's clinging together by muscles and sinew alone. God, it hurts so much. I have to hold it together with my hand.
Shinozaki, Kishinuma, please be okay. I'm coming to find you.
You say your students aren't listening to you?
I just don't know what to do. I feel like I've lost the will to teach. I received emails from their parents and guardians every single day. They say I'm a teacher who gets no results, that I'm useless.
Going over my head straight to you? That's terrible. I'm the homeroom teacher here. I should be the one answering to them. This is my fault for always going away on business trips and leaving you to fend off the wolves on your own. They must have given you hell. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm the assistant homeroom teacher. It's my duty to tend to the class in your absence. In fact, it's been my honor to have you entrust me with your students. It's just that lately, no matter what I say, every last student in Class 2-9 makes a joke out of it. And if I react too strongly, they all start to talk back. They must hate me by now. But I don't blame the parents. The bottom line is what's important. It's all about results. And what I want most of all is to be able to give these kids passing marks for their own futures, if nothing else. And if they get good grades, then maybe their parents will... Yes?
I want you to close your eyes and think back.
Huh? Think back to what?
To your students, of course. Every day you give 110% for them. And you know as well as I do that some of them truly appreciate it. Any guesses which ones?
You really think any of them care?
Absolutely. How about Shinozaki, who usually hates her teachers? She's in the staff room asking you questions every day. And Kishinuma, who almost never came to school at all last year, has been here at least 4 times each week since you started. Never thought I'd see the day. The students have taken notice, and they appreciate you. Believe me, they don't hate you one bit.
But even if that's true, I still don't get results. I mean, they may like me, but if they don't get the grades to back it up, their parents never will. And more importantly, if my students can't get good grades, then I've failed them as a teacher.
It's true that things may look different from the parents' point of view than they do from the school's. And a student's ability to excel is indeed of the utmost importance. But the way I see it, the means through which you teach those students is just as important as the material they learn. In fact, it may even be more important. We only get these children for 3 short years. During that time, one must wonder, do they enjoy their classes? Will they remember them as valuable, meaningful experiences? After all their worries, resolutions, life lessons, moments of personal growth, will they look back at these 3 years during graduation and say, I really enjoyed this school? Ensuring that they do is just as much a part of the teacher's job as the material she teaches. But it's not just Shinozaki and Kishinuma. Think about Shinohara, whose home life had really been getting her down, and Nakashima. After they met you, their smiles seemed to get a lot brighter.
Shinohara?
She's got a real knack for hiding her true feelings, doesn't she? What can I do for my students? As soon as you start asking yourself that question without even thinking about it, then you're a bona fide teacher through and through. In fact, I'd even say once you reach that point, you've proven that education is in your nature. Basically, that you were born to teach. No one can take that honor away from you. So how about you reclaim what's rightfully yours, hmm? It's remarkable how little you've changed from when you were a student here yourself. Whenever you had something on your mind, you'd always seek my guidance. With eyes wide and full of tears. You shouldn't strain yourself so much, Shishido. Enjoy what you do. You get to spend every precious day with a whole host of interesting youths. Wait till you get to your first graduation and have somebody tell you, "Thanks for everything, Teach." It's the best feeling in the world. I'll get in contact with the parents and guardians and try to set them straight. And tomorrow, or whenever you'd like, we can go over some lesson plans together and help ensure we get these students to their graduation safe and sound.
Okay. Thanks for everything, Teach.
You bet. You know, that's another great feeling. Being able to pass the torch and rely on one of your old students to keep your affairs in order.
Huh? A dream? I feel like I've been dreaming for a long time. Terrible, ominous dreams, where Nakashima and the others all lost their lives. I wonder, where am I? Don't you understand the gravity of the situation? Go, now! Now I remember. I got buried in rubble after that. Shinozaki, I hope you were able to get out safely.
What can I do for my students? As soon as you start asking yourself that question without even thinking about it, then you're a bona fide teacher through and through.
I guess I did finally become a little more like the teacher I wanted to be. But it hasn't even been a year. I can't move my body. Can't even feel my lower half. Everything below my neck. Paralyzed. It's so dark. It's lonely. I wanted to live just a little longer. Am I crying? I'm almost dead. And here I am, crying. I don't like most of my teachers very much. But I love Miss Shishido. She feels almost like a big sister to me. Hey, Miss Yui, is it true you have a cat? I was thinking about he's adorable. Look at his fat little body. Where are his ears? I wasn't asking you.
Hey, Miss Yui, about that floopy droopy panda necklace you've got. Are you wearing it right now? It's hard to tell with those honking tracts of... Ow! Miss Yui, your bike chain came off today, no? Never seen you take a spill like that before. It looked so forlorn. It was kind of cute.
I wish you all the very best. Please, don't die. Forge a path for yourselves. Don't let your futures slip away. I'm so cold. Mom. Dad. Monet. I feel so alone. I'm scared.
Oh, damn. Didn't say wrong end, so I'm gonna guess that all actually happened. It's kind of weird, like, Satoshi ran into her, so, like, she was alive at that point, but then it just cuts to her dying? I don't get that. Who knows, maybe it'll be explained in the final chapter, I don't know. But yeah, there you go. That was the entirety of Chapter 4, like the last of the Chapter 4 endings. If you enjoyed this video, then no further action is required on your part, and well, I guess, unless I decide to finish the game in November, which feels like it would be taboo, I'll see you next spooky month for Chapter 5.